Why, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in, if you are. And I'm just back with another quick video. Just want to touch on a little bit about some mistakes that can be made while transitioning or eating vegetarian or vegan. Not everyone gets the full benefits that can be brought out by eating vegan. So there are people who do go vegan and for some reason, it is not working out for them as though they thought it would. And well, I'm here to tell you today, like many other people have already on YouTube, just to let you know that there are mistakes that can be made, simple mistakes that can be fixed, and well, yeah. So, first of all, I just want to say, if you're trying to go vegan, vegetarian, you know what, praise to you. At least you were trying, and thank you. I'm gonna give you my thanks for trying at least. You can never go wrong with at least trying something. Um, and even if you're just trying to transition or be healthier and pick healthier options, um, I also praise you. Um, so to get right on to it, going vegan does not necessarily mean that you'll be healthy. A lot of processed junk food that is horrible for our bodies are legally vegan. So, um, just because you're going vegan, I know some people they're vegan, but doesn't mean that they're healthy at all. They're still eating a lot of processed frozen foods that just don't contain any animal products because technically, well, that is all that really matters. Is as long as there's no animal products, it's vegan. So, if you're eating a lot of processed cereal, a lot of processed, well, Oreos are even vegan. Crackers, a lot of crackers are vegan. Chips are vegan. Pop is vegan. A lot of stuff that is not good for us that are either overloaded with sugar, overloaded with just chemicals that are man-made in labs. So yeah, so you could be eating a lot of junk food that is not good for your body, and this will in turn cause some effects. Now, eating too much fat, even if it's healthy fat like avocados or nuts, like cashews, peanuts, so on and so forth. Eating too much fat, it won't be good. You might start actually putting on weight. You might start breaking out with pimples, and you might have oily skin because of it. So you gotta watch your fat intake. I guess you could say just don't overload. And that also goes with oils. When you're cooking foods, that's another thing. Sometimes when people go vegan, they tend to, you know, try to cook with too much processed oils. And even if it's not too processed, the oils can still be. Thank you, buddy. They can still take toll on our health. So that's another thing to watch out for. So if you're a vegetarian and you were just eliminating meat for now, a lot of mistakes that can be made is just eating too much dairy products. So after you eliminate the meat, you basically kind of substitute with more dairy and more cheese and more milk products. So, um, yeah, that's not good because for the most part, dairy is just not good for the human body anyway. Um, with intaking a lot of milk products, you actually might probably will start to break out more, and it's a very mucus forming substance. So that's why you don't want to drink milk when you're sick, because it's going to make it worse. It's because it really does build up the mucus in your body. So that's not a good thing. Some people, I believe, tend to do it. Um, and another thing, with when you're transitioning into a vegan diet, or even vegetarian for that matter, you may actually, wanting to you still want the taste of meat, so you'll buy a lot of the fake meats, and which is great. Um, I think it's one of well, honestly, I think all these mistakes I've made myself. But it didn't take too much of a toll on me, just because I've I don't know if I'm just lucky, or if I didn't make the mistakes to the point where it really affected me, but I had to make all these mistakes. So, sorry. Well, as I was going to say, is processed meats, or processed faked meats. Some companies sell healthier fake meats than others, but a lot of the fake meats that you'll buy at the grocery stores, are very highly processed. Um, and so that's a no-no, because because a lot of them are made based from soy, and although originally soy at some point in time was good for, it's a good protein, or sorry, but it's very processed and genetically maneuvered, just like a lot of our food is nowadays. So, um, but yeah, another thing is that I had to come to learn is you got to watch out which foods that you're mixing with. You got to watch out, sorry, what foods you're mixing together with. So, um, if let's just say you eat some dragon fruit, and then after that, for some reason you cook up some rice and put some greens in there and such, that's not going to end up well. You can't. You gotta think of it as like you gotta be conscious of what you're putting in, and then what you're going to put after. Because foods, not all foods mix, and in fact, a lot of foods don't mix together well. And this is what will cause digestive problems, constipation. You'll feel really crappy within your digestive system. Um, so even certain fruits, they don't go well together, I learned. What's a good example? Well, it's just kind of common sense. It's like the citrus fruits obviously will go good together. The ones with more water contact will go good together. But if you're eating like bananas for some reason, or for an example, they don't have as much water content, so they might not mix in well with the other vegetables and fruits. But then you can make smoothies, and it works out better. But yeah, so mixing specific foods with others will not feel good, and you might start gaining weight as well. And another thing is, you know, when people put down the meat, they think, wow, okay, so I guess I'm just gonna eat salads. And with just eating salads, you're not gonna get enough calories. And so a lot of people just undereat. And well, I was going more so try not to make so much of a um, I was trying not to be dependent on food, so I did eat a lot less beforehand, and I do intend to do so again in the future. Um, More so for spiritual reasons, but to become lighter. But when you're under eating, you might lose a lot of weight, and you might not get the right nutrients that you can completely get on a whole foods vegan plant-based diet. So under eating, and even if you're just eating salads, it's also the quality of the salads, the water content that's in the salads. If it's crap quality, leafy greens, then I'm sorry, but it probably won't be that beneficial. So there's definitely better options. And you know what? Even just eating too much, you can eat too much on any diet, so you can also gain weight that way. So yeah, so basically, there's a lot of mistakes that can be made. Pretty simple, pretty fixable, but I know someone personally who tried to transition and who was trying to do it and it didn't work out for them, and so now they think, well, that diet just doesn't work for me. But you know what? There's always certain ways that works better. There's always certain ways to do things that will more benefit you in the long run. And so you know what? These mistakes that I just listed is very common. So have fun with it, and listen to your body and try to not make these mistakes, but if you do, just learn from them. Hope you enjoyed this video, and y'all have a great day. See you later. See ya.